This is Chris Morrow at Comic at Home, and my home is on a boat behind the convention center in San Diego. And this panel is How to Teach with Graphic Novels Online. Hi, ladies. How are you doing?
Doing
Great.
well.
Thank you.
If you don't mind introducing yourselves and telling us where your home is.
I am Meryl Jaffe, and my home is in New York City.
Hi, I'm Talia Hurwich. Like Meryl, I am here at home, also in New York, on this tiny floating island of Manhattan.
Tell me about what went on at the panel. Give me details.
Well, it started because I have been reading so many articles about parents concerned about their kids' education and what's happening now with COVID, and teaching with Zoom, and teachers not knowing how to, like, all of a sudden, how am I going to change gears and how do I teach online? I've been teaching online for a very long time, but it's very different. My online courses have been programmed and they've been developed, and I thought it would be a great idea to, first of all, let teachers know that we're sort of all in the same, most of us are in the same boat, where we really are trying to figure it out together. And how graphic novels are such an incredible tool to use, because teaching online is very different from classroom teaching. It has to be a lot more interactive, it has to be more meaningful and engaging. And so that's how I came up with the idea. And then I spoke with Talia and Laurence and Rachel. And so that's how that came about.
So how was the panel? How did it go?
Oh, I thought it was really informative. Initially, I had wanted it to be a discussion, but the teachers, where everyone on the panel was so engaged, they had such great ideas that I hope that it was really inspiring for teachers, seeing that there are so many resources, learning about resources, how to teach online, how to use graphic novels online. We would different teachers with different types of students, different types of classes, and still graphic novels work.
I thought it was great. I am one of those people who was an educator, had my class all planned out. It was going to be great running this class, and then the world got turned upside down, and now I guess I'm an online teacher, as Rachel put it during the panel. And I think that one of the things that really happened during this panel that I think was wonderful is we had four educators, including Meryl, who all started moving their courses online, using graphic novels in that move online. And we all started learning tools, and we all started learning tricks, and we all started learning different things that work for all of us. And we started to exchange ideas in that way. And, you know, as the world, who knows when this upside downness is going to right itself up. But panels like this is how we continue to grow despite it all. And it was really just, I can't wait to keep on learning in that sense. It was great.
Well, what did you learn? What was some of your takeaways from it?
So I think one of the things that really struck me is the idea that any platform, and this includes interviews, this includes everything. Every platform has its affordances and its constraints. I'm able to talk to you from my home, and that creates some degree of comfort. But there are problems with that as well. And what it means is you start getting comfortable with it. And at the same time, this message started to come through of, even though things are strange and weird and different, and we're trying things out because we absolutely have to, we should not lose sight of the idea that education should be good. We shouldn't lose the rigor and the goals that we have in mind. And the path might be different, but don't lose sight of where you're going. And I think that was, you know, all of these different things that we end up doing. Teachers are different because every person is different, and the classrooms that we are in are different, and the age groups are different, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All these things are icing on the cake. They're all details. But I think that that was one takeaway that like really came through as strong, and a little bit inspiring, I guess.
Well, you gave me goosebumps. Been thinking about that. That was awesome.
There were so many, so interesting. Everyone was using graphic novels, and all the resources were different, and there were so many different ways of using them, and the give and take with students. And there are so many tools in this panel for teachers and parents or anyone who wants to work with graphic novels online. I think another thing is that we really want to continue the conversation, because it's a continuing conversation. This is such a fluid moment. And hopefully we'll be able to do this either through these videos. I'd like to post this and the panel on my website, and we'll hopefully have discussions. Anyone who has questions or comments or wants to share some of the wonderful things that they're doing, hopefully we can really expand this and continue this Comic-Con International experience as we continue to learn.
There has to be, a difficulty finding a place to gather all these tools and all these experiences since it's so new for the teacher.
Yeah.
It's got to be overwhelming for them. Are you hearing where they're just losing their passion for teaching, and that's a big concern?
That I haven't heard. I think there is, well, I'm hearing frustration from parents. I'm hearing frustration from teachers because they're not sure what to do. But with the teachers on the panel, I think because we have been doing this for so long and we do have these resources, it's kind of nice to be able to have this opportunity to share it and to give it out. But there is frustration. But with the panelists, I think there was just so much excitement. There's so much passion. And it was all different topics and different ages, but the passion is there. And when the passion is there, the education, the learning, the motivation, it's all going to be there. And I think as long as we can keep the passion, even though there are challenges, and having community to help foster that passion is also very helpful, I think.
I think the lack of a school office to sit and chat is actually, it's a huge thing. I think I did my best learning when I was just starting to teach by sitting at my desk and listening to people talk and starting to join the conversation. I think that one of the big challenges now, as we do everything at home, is finding those opportunities to build community, and have these conversations. I think that's one of the reasons why this panel was as wonderful, I think, for me, as it was for hopefully everyone else involved, in that it was a way to reaffirm community, and a way to exchange ideas in ways that were kind of informal and fun and just kind of a meeting of equals and peers. Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much. I'm Chris Morrow, remotely connected from home this year, and we miss you, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
Oh, Chris, can I just add one thing?
Sure.
I would just like to add, if anyone wants to continue the conversation, please join me at meryljaffe.com or via the website. But hopefully at the website, we'll continue the conversation. Thank you so much, and good luck. Enjoy the rest of the time.
Sure. Talia, did you want to do a little shout out too?
Oh gosh, I should be better with my online social presence. So I think I'll be jumping onto Meryl's website in all honesty.
Fair enough.
But it's so that you're doing this and that Comic-Con International has done this. I think it's just such a huge service.
Well, you know, what else can I do? I mean, not only that, but I mean, literally, I mean, I like to be busy helping other people get their message out. And, you know, it's so informative, the things that I'm learning. Just think about the things that everyone else is going to learn. It's incredible, all these different panels. And I normally wouldn't have covered the panels because all the celebrities, you know, gain the priority, right? So this year it's like no celebrities, and it's all the celebrity panelists, which is, it's pretty good. I mean, I've got about 60 or 70 interviews within the next 3 days.
Wow.
So, you know, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Stay well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.